decimal decimal.
Audio checking. Audio checking. 1 2 3. It's the middle of the week. The last phase of the league games were happening between the teams that were facing the rest of the games. In the points table race, we've seen Sun TV beating up ACP Builders to retain their spot in the points table as they are in. That's quite wonderful performance, 3 out of 3 from them. And this game happens between Basha Halwawala and Standard Chartered were facing each other. As Basha Halwawala and Standard Chartered having similar kind of results so far in the tournament, losing that game in RSD against RSD and winning the game against Phoenix. So this has been the fashion for both Basha Halwawala and Standard Chartered. But in terms of run rate, Basha Halwawala were looking quite good comparing to Standard Chartered, as they faced a couple of close encounters. Quite interesting stuff to watch out for with the way how these two teams are going to manage each other in the points table race. Starting off with the way how Basha Halwawala have performed in this tournament. Things have started off with Standard Chartered beating up Phoenix in their first game. They batted first in that game, that's most crucial. And in the match number 2 for them, it went on to be quite challenging against RSD. And in that game, RSD have beaten them in an easy way by chasing down a target set by Standard Chartered. So Standard Chartered have batted first in both the games, won one and lost one. Whereas when you take teams like Basha Halwawala, they had different style of results. Speaking about the performance of Basha Halwawala so far in the tournament, things have started off by losing the game against RSD and had a bit of domination in their next game. That has been quite interesting with the way how they came back stronger against Phoenix, chased down a target in the game against Phoenix. While playing against RSD, they have batted first, so chasing quite works better for Basha Halwawala. And for Standard Chartered, they have never batted second in this tournament. Different teams coming with different kind of combinations. As that's the match number 3 of this weekend. And that's how it starts. Standard Chartered. First ball of the game. Mansu pace. Starts off the white ball. Balaji and Shakti the openers. Azhar with the ball. Two teams battling for the number 2 position, as this is a challenging task to watch out for in terms of this points table. It's quite interesting in terms of the journey event so far. Sharing the group with RST. Good use of the wrist. Another Yorker attempt from the bowler. Will be just a single. As this being the group number 5, in fact group number 6 of this tournament. Phoenix is having different result. They lost all their games, whereas RSD are having different style of results, winning all the game. Basha Halwawala and Standard Chartered were the sides fighting for the number 2 position. As of now, it's with Basha Halwawala. They're maintaining good run rate comparing to Standard Chartered, but a win in this game can ensure Standard Chartered to go on top of the points table. And that's why it's quite crucial phase to watch out for, with the way how Balaji and Shakti were battling in this innings. Good piece of bowling here from Azhar. It's containing many Yorkers. Another wonderful bowling effort. This is quite interesting to watch out for, with the way how he's nailing those Yorkers. Not everyone's cup of tea. It'll only be possible. It comes out of practice. Wonderful bowling display from Azhar. He has been quite stronger and dominant with the way how he's approaching this game. We have seen 2 different games happen in the morning. The common thing in both the games were teams batting second have won the game. Quite supports the chasing here. Amir Mahal Cricket Ground. Swings and gets the connection better. No chance for the second run. That's quite good work from Shakti, with the way how things were going. Slight bit of productive over. In terms of power play, the intention of the sides would be to focus on much runs on the board, as only 2 fielders will be placed outside the 30-yard circle, trying to score more runs to encourage power play batting display. This tournament, the Royal Premier League, offers batters another chance of extension of power play. If you want to make it 3 overs power play, score 30 runs in the first 2 overs. Then the third over will be awarded as extra power play over. That all the teams are looking for that one moment, trying to score 30 or more runs on the board at the end of 2 overs. Make sure that they're having an extra power play over. He's out of control, Azhar, and that fetches extra runs on the board here for Standard Chartered. Beats the boundary rope. Couple of runs on the board. Just taking back a look at the way how Azhar misses his angle. This is a bit of extra pace. You could clearly see the sign of the wicketkeeper that he's showing the bowler to bowl at the offside, and he's bowling a wide +4. No chance for the wicketkeeper to stop that going for the boundary. This is really challenging. When you have quick pace, you can't expect the wicketkeeper to stop the ball. It's way too wide from the wicketkeeper. Discussions were going on in the middle as Standard Chartered 10 for no loss. Look at the numbers of the batters. Just 2 runs came off the bat. 2 runs for Shakti, 0 runs for Balaji. 8 runs are not from the bat. There were extras and a couple of runs on the board. And now some final discussions were going on in the middle. As some discussion in the middle. Now things get back to normal. Continues. But the results were similar. Bowls white ball Azar. He was doing that even in... Looks to be a fresh start here. It's Budji the bowler, in fact. Started off with the white ball. Swings and misses out, will be just a single. Good work from Standard Chartered. The openers were in the middle. These two sides have different sides of stories. But now in the middle of the points table with the same results. Two played, one victory, one loss. And 2 points in the points table with Basha Halwawala having better run rate than Standard Chartered. That adds a bit of advantage for them. But a win in this game ensures that run rate factors were no more helpful for them to go to the next level. Any of these sides should fight for the position number 2 in the points table. Swings and got the connection better. That no chance for the fielder. Beats the fielder comfortably. Goes for the sixer maximum. Into the bats of Shakti. Good starters innings. Wonderful stroke making. It's been quite challenging to watch how things were going. Just hitting and finishing things off. Jeez. Looking clueless with the way how the stroke went in the previous delivery. Another swing. Got the connections better. Places at the no man's land. And that gets comfortably. Go running between the wickets. 2 runs on the board. Trying to act busy. We've been speaking about this. 30 runs within the power play. As this will be quite good domination to watch out for. In case if they score 30 plus runs in the power play. Wonderful stroke making. What a beautiful shot that is. Another good placement to the perfection. Gets the boundary. Getting back to what we are speaking about, the advantage of scoring more runs in power play will be added to them once they continue this thing. If it's 30 or more, the third over will be power play over. Keeping that in mind, Standard Chartered are giving an impactful start in the first over. So far 14 runs coming with 12 from Sakti.
Standard Chartered 29 for 1. Balaji on strike. Well tried shot but couldn't connect it well. Rocky on another end, the non-striker end. 10 runs from 7 balls. Venkatesh, huge confusion in the middle, but that's now solved by the umpire. So the match is going on. Very good shot. Will it go for a 6? Yes, it's a 6. What a shot that was. You can see that in the replay. See, well connected close ball in the arc, and it's now out of the park. 6 from Balaji.
Containing from Balaji. Not an extension of power play, but this is quite protective over end of 3. It's 36 for 1. .36 after 3. With Balaji and Rocky handling things together. We're gonna miss. Wonderful length from the bowler. The pace that he's generating is quite challenging for the batters to tackle on. The start to the over from Azhar. The kind of pace that he's generating, not leaving enough width for the batters to swing the bat. This is quite interesting. Good way to start the first innings. With standard chartered, having proper basement. Now the structures can be constructed as of the expectations. Wonderful placement coming into play using the pace of the ball. This is not everyday sight. You could see a cut shot going for the boundary in a tennis ball cricket. It relies the pace, and that reaches the boundary board near Hindustan Group of Institutions. Good touch today, Rocky. As long as Rocky goes well, the game goes well for Standard Chartered. And of course, along with that, Balaji tackling things under control. Now Azhar has to find some ways to restrict the batter from scoring runs, because this is surprising regions where you lose boundaries. Now they're having a deep point fielder, because sometimes if they try to play some reverse sweep or switch hit, it's quite possible. But for a cut shot, it goes for the boundary. And it's a similar kind of length that he's bowling. Maybe he can change the kind of ball that he's bowling, or you have to add the field placement according to the way how he's bowling. He did option B. So the option B that he took in the middle is working really well for him, as cut shots were continuously implemented. Maybe if he tries to bowl at the stump line, off stump line, it will be quite challenging for the batter to play the cut shot or pull shot. This is the line we are speaking about, the kind of length that he is producing. If he bowls this line, very challenging for the batters to play the pull shot or cut shot. They will come out of the box, and eventually a lot of chances for them to lose the wicket. Wonderful stuff coming into play. Ahead of more than 10 runs per over. Moves across, trying to create this with no ball, signals the umpire. This is what something we've been speaking about, not the no ball, but the immediate movement of the batter. That's because of the dot ball that happened in the previous delivery. Now this will ease up the pressure, because Azhar is setting a tone so far in this over. Now there is a freedom for the batters. They got complete license to hit wherever they wanted to score runs on the board. They can move across, they can come front, do whatever they wanted to do. The intention would be to score the boundary. Hammered through the covers, that beats the fielder, and wonderful effort from the fielder. Just 2 runs on the board. 50 up here for Standard Chartered, and we could say that this free hit has been survived. He handled the situation really well, Azhar, and will be continuing to bat on. This is interesting stuff to watch out for, with the way how the bowlers were handling the pressure after conceding a couple of runs, or after bowling a no ball free. It will be really challenging. Change of length here from the bowler, and that works really well as Azhar continues to perform. Good over coming to an end, but still the solidity is into the hands of Standard Chartered. Well, that's 4 overs, 55 for 1. Tone set for the first innings. There are a lot of chances of possibilities of them scoring more than 100 runs in this first innings. And in case if they score more than 100 runs in the first innings, then the chances of winning this game is quite higher for them. That's how the tournament went so far. .55 for 1. Little push to rotate the strike. This is top-notch batting performance from Standard Chartered after losing early breakthrough. This has been quite good comeback in terms of bringing the partnership as well as scoring more runs on the board, because they managed both the stuffs together. Because if you try to score runs on the board, eventually you will lose the wickets, and if you try to save the wickets, you can't see much impact in the run rate. But this is such a solid effort so far. Almost halfway through the first innings, the solidity that they set the standard, as the Standard Chartered have more possibilities of making it to the top of the table, just behind RSD. And that's how it goes, because in tennis ball tournaments, as of what we spoke in the morning, it's not about a strong team or a weak team, because on that particular day, whatever may happen in the game of cricket, we've seen such a solid batting performance so many times. Strike Rocky. Puji has been trying to take things under control. This has been quite good over comparing to his previous one. Generated pace, catches the call, and that landed safely in no man's land. Will be fetching some runs on the board. Calm and composed over for Basha Halwawala, but still the domination factor stays with Standard Chartered, as they're way ahead of a decent total, a decent run rate maintained by them. Another swing, not much impactful connection, but will be going for the second run. Good innovation from Rocky, as his is the danger in. Wonderful work in the middle. Into the 60s now, Standard Chartered. This even looks like a bit of decent total on the board. If they carry with the momentum that they're having now, there are a lot of opportunities of them making things happen as of expected. Standard Chartered. This is top standard batting. But so far this has been quite decent over. Just 5 runs conceded. Catches the call. What a try. What a wonderful try it is. These efforts were making this game even much beautiful. The commitment from the players That shows the culture of cricket in India. Just take back a look at that. Good batting display and this effort. Almost caught the ball in one hand while running. Quite good over 6 runs of that. 5 overs up, 62 for 1 standard chartered. The connection goes for a sixer. $69 for 1. Swing and a miss. Not having much connections in between. This is quite interesting to watch out for with the way how things were getting carried on. 70 for 1 standard chartered. As Rocky 17 of 13 balls and Balaji 21 of 17 balls. Swings and got the connection, but not much impact in the distance. Wonderful catch taken. And there comes the smiling faces here. Good breakthrough here for Basha Halwawala after a big partnership coming to an end. Rocky the man gets dismissed. Made the impact as he wanted to do in this game. Walks for 17. Rocky, that's 70 for 2. Standard Chartered. That has been wonderful catch taken by Bucci to dismiss Rocky, the previous batter. And Williams, the new batter, in at number 4 for Standard Chartered. Way ahead of the opposition. But this breakthrough will boost the bowling side. Moin, the bowler, who brought the breakthrough. This has been contained over comparing to the previous overs. This is the over that they've been looking for a long time, the Basha Halwawala side. That is taken under control now. Yes, Williams back. Williams, the new batter at number 4. Swing and a miss. Dot ball to end this over. That's end of 6 overs. 70 for 2. Standard Chartered. Got into the connection, and that's taken. No mistakes done by the fielder. Wonderful effort at the deep. Third wicket falls, and most importantly, another crucial wicket falls in the middle. It's Balaji. His 21 is coming to an end as Balaji departs for 21. $70 for 3 as Arcot again the new batter. Now 2 newbies have to take up the responsibility. Gets thickish edge, and that beats the fielders behind the stumps. Will be racing down to the boundary ropes. Hits the boundary board of Basha Halwawala. That's not the nice boundary that they are expecting for. He's conceding another boundary here, Basha Halwawala. Chiku, the new bowler. New bowler started doing really well. As of we saw in the previous over, Moin doing things as what Basha Halwawala were exactly expecting. Now they are continuing with the similar kind of rhythm. Another cheeky attempt. Close connection, good comeback from the bowler. And that's how things will go in playing in a T10 cricket. You have to come back stronger. No much time for the new batters to adapt to the conditions. You have to come to the crease and start scoring boundaries. Find your ways to score runs. Nobody will force you to score runs in particular pattern, but at the same time, the freedom of scoring runs is the batter's, and the pressure of scoring run also goes for the batter. You have to take care of certain things that hits the pads of the batter. Won't be offered wide. Still in good control in terms of run rate. Standard Chartered. Basha Halwawala should not focus on the wicket column as they are ending to the death phase of the innings. They should focus on the dot balls. Maybe wickets might helpful in a certain way. They could convert it as a dot ball in case if you try to grab wickets. Couple of runs on the board. 76 for 3. So far 6 runs of this over and 1 more to get completed as Karthikeyan is trying to act busy. And that's the biggest advantage of being in the modern day cricket. Batters loves to play for the team. Of course, in all the forms, players loves to play for teams, but at the same time, this is something that comes out of the box. Will be just a single. to end this over. That's 7 overs, 77 for 3. Standard Chartered. Bales are flying. Wicketkeeper standing behind the stumps, and that got a bit of advantage as Karthikeyan tried to act busy. That small cameo, a short cameo coming to an end. This is the pattern on how he lost his wicket. He's exceptional today. Moin picking up second wicket, and he is the bowler who's keeping things under control for Basha Halwawala. In his previous over, he dismissed the set batter Rocky. And now another set batter because Karthikeyan almost got set in his very first over. First ball that takes things under control. And that's how things goes in the middle. Quite interesting to watch on how things were getting controlled here. Shiva, the new batter, on strike. Moin. Wonderful use of wrist to rotate the strike, straight away getting off the mark with its single. Interesting to see the new batters adapting to the conditions as if they've been playing regular cricket here. Maybe there are a lot of possibilities as this venue offers a lot more tournaments in tennis ball cricket. They would have experience, but at the same time what's most crucial is you can't ask things that could be taken under control, because the most important thing that needs to be figured out is the adaptation of the batter. You have to observe the venue, you have to watch how the batters were reacting, where are the areas where the batters were scoring. Keeping all the things in mind, then the new batters can come for a conclusion of choosing certain areas to score runs on the board. But this is good comeback, because when your whole team is struggling in the middle as the oppositions keep on scoring runs on the board, as a sole bowler you are trying to give that impact for the unit. It's quite challenging and inspiring to watch it. Far from Moin, he's been restricting the opposition, controlling the run rate of Standard Chartered at the end phase of the innings. That's most important, because we are almost into the death phase, and a bowler bowling 8th over is not conceding much runs on the board, just 2 runs of this over so far. This is interesting to watch out for. No doubt that batters will try to score runs in the next ball. Again a swing and a miss. Will be dot ball to end this over. Wonderful over from Moin coming to an end, just 2 runs off it, and that's 79 for 4 Standard Chartered. Chico continues to bowl, 79 for 4 Standard Chartered. Williams 0 of 4 balls. This is something that we are speaking about, the new batters coming onto the crease and adapting to the new situations. But whereas for certain batters it's been quite traditional still, and you can't blame those batters. You need both the proportions in your side. That's the captain's capacity of adapting to both the sides of talents. Players like Williams will take a lot of time, but once they get set, they will score a lot of runs on the board. This time through the covers. Good ground coverage from the fielder. Will be just taking 2 runs on the board, saving another couple of runs for his side. Hope he's okay. He is struggling a bit in the middle as the long off fielder after saving that ball going from the boundary. He's struggling. Hope he was okay. With that effort, he saved 2 runs for his side. As the discussions were going on in the middle, as the wicketkeeper and the batter were having some chat in the middle, and we've been speaking about this injury. Most crucial phase. He must be proud of what he did. Saved 2 runs for his side. Takes Scott back. There has been a replacement fielder. Catches the call. Finds the aerial route and got the distance he wanted. That's a wonderful catch. Outside the boundary ropes. So this will be offered a sixer. Let's take back a look at that move across. Went under the ball. And good swing of a bat. Fielder waited for a long time just to watch that going for a maximum. A much needed boundary at the crucial phase of the innings. Shiva coming at the right time, bringing up the breakthrough. Chico's a wonderful bowler despite of this one went for the sixer. He's been quite good with the way how he's bowling so far in the tournament. The way how he challenged the opposition, the way how he handled the challenges for his side. It's quite impressive to watch out the way how things went so far. Another swing, got the distance. Not the distance, that's a dismissal. Finds the fielder at the long off and the batter has to depart. Shiva tried his best and that's quite impactful performance. Pushing himself back and tried to play over the long off. For a moment we thought it was clearing the distance, but this is good ground coverage from the fielder. Shiva departs for 8 runs and that brings Vignesh, the new batter, into the crease. At number 7 for standard chartered Vignesh. And 2 wickets for Chico so far. This has been quite good comeback from the bowler. With the way how he handled the pressure. And that's why we said about his way of handling pressure. It's not about conceding a sixer. It's about the way how you're going to come back after that sixer. Swing and pushes for a single to end this over. That's end of 9 overs, 89 for 5 standard chartered. Swings and got the distance that he was expecting for. It's over the commentary box. Great start to the last over. A huge maximum from the batter. Vignesh it is. Snow came into the crease. All the new batters were impressing with the way how they're batting. Seems like they've been practicing all the day and waiting for this one moment to show their talent. And doing it into the perfection. Standard of gully cricket is increasing day by day in India, especially in this part of the country. kudos to those T20 tournaments, those franchise crickets that added a lot of passion for the game. The passion for six hitting is quite high. Whether it's healthy or not, that's a different topic to speak about. But as of now, there are more space for dramas. That's an interesting thing. Good comeback from Venkatesh. Conceded 12 runs in his first over. Now starting off with a sixer. On strike, Vignesh gets himself deep into the crease. Just fetching enough chances for him to get under the ball. As long as you get under the ball, you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances to get a maximum. That's the intention of why the batter's going deep into the crease, almost near the stumps. Bowlers has to be careful in terms of approaching such players. Swing and got the connections, but a 2 is the call from the batter. And that's 2 it is. Now misfield offers them a chance for the third run. A little bit of desperation made the fielder to fumble in the middle. 99 for 5. 2 more in the first innings. That brings back Vignesh on strike. Can we expect a maximum? Just look at the way how he's batting. He's going deep into the crease just to ensure that he could get under the ball this time. Beating up the mid-off fielder. No more long-off fielder as mid-off inside the circle. That brings up 100 up here for Standard Chartered. 103 for 5. 103 for 5. Wonderful stroke making. Vignesh came in the last over and made huge impact with the bat. This has been quite good control from the wicketkeeper, not throwing the ball anywhere. Holding on it in his hands. Brings the end of the 10th over. That's 104 for 5 Standard Chartered. That has been phenomenal batting performance at the end by Vignesh, the captain of the side. Skipper stood in front for his side along with the top 3 batters, Balaji, Shakti and Rocky, contributing each other. It's a decent total on the board now. Basha Halwawala requires 105 to win this game. Swings, starts off with a wonderful catch. That is too many dramas in the first ball of the innings. Basha Halwawala. The batter stunned with what exactly happened at the deep. Just take back a look at this. Ran and caught the ball. It would have been a sixer. That's the kind of connection he got. Unfortunate for the batter. Tried his everything. It has to depart. First wicket fallen as Karthi walks without scoring. Good start to standard chartered after scoring 104 in the board. Now 105 the total. This is how the impression would be. They will try to score and attack the bowlers. Shakti gets his first wicket. Swings and got the connection. This time no chance for the fielder to do any miracles as this stroke has all its dramas to be focused on. Giving me a lot more jobs to do. I'm in an interest to express the feeling of watching this stroke, but they are making me to take the ball. Doing too many rolls. Venkatesh, the new batter. Starting off things with a bang. Another good stroke. Another proper connection. This time it will be one bounce boundary. Inches before the boundary ropes. In fact, this was a good delivery. You can't blame the bowler for such kind of delivery. Shakti did his best, but Venkatesh is such a massive batter. He understands the situation really well and trying to use the power play to the fullest. And even with the ball, he got conceded a couple of runs on the board. Having that in mind, it's his responsibility, and he will be having this thought in mind. Some players, if they didn't perform well in the first innings, maybe with the bat or with the ball, they will try to do well with the alternative aspect. Most of the all-rounders are having this advantage of keeping things good with any one of those aspects. That's been working really well for Venkatesh here. At number 3 for Basha Halwawala. At straight away pressure on the bowler. Missing his angle. Rings and got the not much impactful connection. Another good catch taken by the same name that we've been speaking about. Shiva, the fielder. When you hit the ball towards the fielder, that short dismissal of the batter. That's a quick cameo coming to an end. Venkatesh walks out for 10 runs. 11 for 2 here. Basha Halwawala. Another good impactful performance from Shiva. 2 good catches taken by the fielder. shot. And that's a wonderful stroke making. Just got into the placement earlier. And these are the advantages of having so many good hitters in the batting side. Venkatesh played without fear. And now Lokesh is carrying on the momentum without fear. Jamal is watching all the dramas happening at the non-strikers end. Too long for a batter to take back the strike as Jamal came into the crease as an opener. Still didn't get the opportunity to bat on. Look at the numbers. It's 17 for 2 after the first over. A dramatic over coming to an end and chance of them compensating lots of runs within the power play. Eyeing for the 30 runs, 13 more required. And this has been quite challenging total to chase on. Train bowled. Got him up. A long-waited batting opportunity for Jamal. That wait went in vain. Another wicket falls here. Now the context has been completely drastic towards the bowling side. As Prashant gets it. In the previous over, we've seen Shakti dismissing 2 batters with a similar kind of pattern. Now taking back a look at the way how Prashant to control. Yorker delivery, moved across. Wonderful placement. Nailing the Yorkers. That's quite interesting to watch out for. Now Riaz at number 5 here for Basha Halwawala. Losing more wickets in the early phase of the innings. But what's most important thing is, with the way how they're carrying on the momentum, they must be having a long batting order, less tail. So if you have batters still number 8 or number 9, then the advantage of the top order batters to explore a lot of freedom will be really high. And that's what they're exactly doing in the middle. They've been enjoying a lot more freedom of scoring a couple of boundaries and singles in the middle. This has been wonderful performance so far. Both the sides to be very honest, because Basha Halwawala's batting depth is too high and you can't challenge them. The only hope for Standard Chartered is it's going to be a long way chase and you have to make a big partnership. These cameos won't help for a long time. Maybe keeping that in mind, they must be having different thoughts in the mindset as Riaz walks in at number 5. A typical middle order batter has to take up a lot more responsibilities to make sure that his team is performing well. Now the invited delivery should have punished no fielders at the deep. We're just going for the single as Riaz wants to play some subtle innings. This is not something that they've been expecting for. They will try to take on Prashant because it is still power play. You can have only 2 fielders at the deep. Having these freedoms, I think the batters should take the responsibility of making it bigger. Lokesh back on strike. Another cheeky attempt, but didn't get the connection better. That finds the fielder. A short third man fielder comfortably covers the ground and dismisses the batter. It's wicket number 4 and Basha Halwawala are in deep trouble now. Prepared himself and tried to play some cheeky attempt. You can't blame the intentions of the batter as the fine leg was standing within the 30-yard circle. The connection was not quite right. Prashant gets his second wicket. That's 19 for 4 Basha Halwawala. Which brings Chico, the right-handed batter, into the crease at number 6 for Basha Halwawala. The top order gets collapsed within the power play. Now this power play, to an extent we could say that Standard Chartered have dominated the power play. Despite of the first over going for plenty of runs. With the way how things went for Shakti. Conceded 17 runs in his first over and 2 important wickets. Including the wicket of a set batter Venkatesh. So what's the context of the game is? Few batters coming in, trying to score runs on the board. The opener's gone for duck. And Venkatesh scoring a 6er and lost his wicket. Lokesh scored a 6er, lost his wicket. Another close appeal. So this impact of the players challenging the opposition, it's quite hard for them. That's 19 for 4 Basha Halwawala. One more to complete the power play. Another wonderful Yorker attempt. It's a cheeky single. 2 overs 24. Twenty for 4, Basha Halwawala. Dominated power play performances. Too many dramas within the past 2 overs. Wonderful catches by Shiva, sixers by Venkatesh and Lokesh. And then, of course, a lot more wickets have fallen in the overs of pressure. Now, Shiva, the man into the attack. Bowler number 3 for Standard Chartered. Solid performance in the middle. And what would be running on the thoughts of Basha Halwawala batters? Because you're still very short of chasing down this target. You have to maintain 10 runs per over every single over to make sure that you're winning this game. Will the batters be given much freedom to build the partnership? No, this is what the intention that they will expect. And this is quite good intention from the batter. They are also interested to go for the second run. Quite expected from them, which brings Chiku back on strike. Chiku will be expected to maintain similar kind of rhythm, because you have to chase down the target. No point, you can't get yourself out of track. Against the wind, against the bounce, but still managed to hit the sixer. Against all the odds, out of the pressure, wonderful stroke making from Chiku. It's clear-cut maximum. Too good to watch out for, because playing a pull shot at the cow corner region in front of the wind is quite challenging for the batter. Had proper timing, proper power, the muscle power and experience of playing tennis ball cricket, because as long as you get a lot more experience in tennis ball cricket, you know the nuances of this game, the placement and the kind of results you get. If you hit in this area, you will get results. If you're hitting in this area, the probabilities were very low. This understanding gives a bit of clarity to the batters on where to target, where not to target. The other details will be handled by pressure, because pressure gets the climax. And how the batter or the bowler are going to perform. 28 for 4, taking his own time. Shiva continues to bowl. So far 8 runs conceded in this over. The wonderful batting display, that is sensibly batting here, Chiku. After that sixer, straight away going for the single, not getting carried away with the momentum he got in the previous ball. This is very rare sight to watch out for. Only certain batters will bat to such extent. After hitting the boundary, most of these batters will have this confidence of, I could be able to do this every single ball, and that intention will push them into the back foot. They will eventually lose their wicket in the next couple of overs. In case if a batter like Chiku were having this sense of batting display, then it's quite challenging for the bowling side. Oh, that's wonderful, Yarko. You tried something cheeky. You could give 50% to Shiva for this dismissal for his wonderful Yarker, but 50% is the fault of the batter. He wanted to try something cheeky, as there wasn't any deep fielders at the fine leg and deep square leg region, so he intentionally wanted to place the ball at that region. So that effort went in when 3 overs 30 for 5. Another cameo coming to an end as Chiku walks out for 9 runs. 30 for 5. It's venomous. You have no more options to do things. Not much freedom for the batters to express themselves. You have to be on the ball. You have to meet every ball for boundaries. That's the kind of situation now. So far the run rate has been quite good control with Basha Halwawala. The problem is with the wicket column. They wanted to score more boundaries. That pushes them under pressure now. With Syed Nur Mohammed, the new batter, at number 7 for Basha Halwawala. This has been quite good controlled over from Williams. Considered just a single. Not about picking up wickets, but it's about containing the runs, because what a shot that is. Immediately the moment we are speaking about that, behind the whiteboard, over the bowler's head. These are all the shots. Spectacular shots to watch out for in the game of cricket. You know, whenever the batter hits a straight shot, it's wonderful to watch out for. Look at that. Getting clear view of the ground. The Amir Mahal cricket ground. Still having that stability of batting. Number 7 batter is hitting sixers straight over the bowler's head, which means imagine the kind of clarity that Basha Halwawala were having with their batters. And that actually gave freedom to Venkatesh and rest of the other batters of Basha Halwawala to take the risk that they're looking for, including with the way how Karthi Bull, Jamal, Venkatesh, Lokesh, Chico, these batters were tried to make huge impact. We are just into the 4th over. We've seen 4 maximums in this inning so far. Pretty aggressive batting display here from Basha Halwawala. Now 68 runs required of 38 to win this game. Things were getting crucial as Basha Halwawala should continue scoring runs without losing wicket. You have to maintain both the ends. That's the kind of challenge that they're facing now. Quick first run. No chance of second run. Will be just a single to end this over. 39 for 5 Basha Halwawala after 4 overs. .39 for 5 Basha Halwawala. With Rocky the new bowler into the crease. Bringing up new bowlers again and again. As Standard Chartered were having good control against the opposition. The understanding of their own bowlers were quite good for them. This has been wonderful captainship from Vignesh. The way he batted at the end of the first innings, trying to score some boundaries and sixers. And with the way how he's using his bowlers. Look at this. It's fifth over and we're having a 5th bowler in action. And every other bowler bowled really well. Shakti conceded 17 runs but dismissed 2 key batters. And Prashant 2 wickets, Shiva 1 wicket, Williams just 8 runs conceded in his over. Now we're having Rocky in action. This will give the captain a clarity on which bowler should be used at the right point of time. Good positioning. Went under the ball to try aerial route. Didn't get much impact in the connection. As long as they don't lose much wickets, gonna be added advantage for Basha Halwawala because they could make things in the future. Because you can't take so many times, so long time in the middle as the target is 100 and so it's, as of already speaking, it's a double attack for Basha Halwawala. Any one of the aspects should be kept in control. Continues to bowl Rocky. Another swing and miss. Strong shout celebration from the wicketkeeper. And the fingers going up. The batsman was not satisfied with the decision. He didn't heard any spikes. And he didn't felt anything getting the feather of the bat. As that celebration, as the umpire got convinced with the dismissal, the fingers gone up. They still couldn't accept the reality, but Riaz has to depart. That's how the game goes here. As Basha Halwawala loses another wicket. Good start for Standard Chartered. Bowler number 5 bringing up the breakthrough. First wicket for Rocky. The 6th wicket fallen. Now we're having Buji at number 8. Basha Halwawala after the dismissal of Riaz for 6 runs. This is quite interesting to watch with the way how they're capitalizing the momentum. Basha Halwawala quite good with the way how they're performing. But the domination factor has been taken control by Standard Chartered. They're having complete dominance against Basha Halwawala. Most of the key batters were standing in the dugout after completing the batting. So no more fear factors of having this batter has still come to the crease. Clean bowled. Cleaned him up. Swing and a miss. The new batter Buji came into the crease, but didn't take much efforts, much time in the middle. Tried to go for the big shot, but that didn't got much connection. As he has to depart without troubling the scorer, he's walking away. That's 41 for 7 now. But that brings a new batter, Azhar, in at number 9 for Basha Halwawala. No, this is the run. This is the right time where we can speak about the potential of tailenders. Probably batsman number 9 we are watching in this innings in the 5th over, halfway through the innings. This has been wonderful performance from Standard Chartered. Just continuing with what we are speaking about, the long tail or a depth of a batting lineup, whatever you have, if you're still having 9th batter, and this is really challenging for Basha Halwawala, as halfway through the innings most of the batters were gone. Trying to expect something from the tailenders. 41 for 7 after 5 overs, Basha Halwawala. Pulls it, and proper placement to perfection. Will be just a single. Good one, trying to take things under control. Basha Halwawala, 42 for 7. Having quite good control against the opposition. The Standard Chartered bowlers were working really well. Prashant continues to bowl 2 wickets for him so far, as Azhar and Syed were on the crease. On strike Azhar. Swing and a miss. Couple of dot balls for Azhar. Faced 3 balls. Still struggling hard to give that impact that the team is looking for. Now 63 more runs required from 27 balls to win this game. You're not having much chance in the middle to make things happen for. Another swing and a miss. That's quite controlled over from Prashant. He knows that what needs to be done at the right time. Not targeting for the stumps. Maybe after a while he might target for the stumps. But it's about the way how you handling your opposition. The new bowler, the new batter will be under pressure. and the pressure situation offers them a lot more pressure. Top quality fielding displays here. Getting off the mark with that single. 4 dot balls on the single. That brings Syed Noor Mohammad on strike. Look at the numbers of Prashant. 5 for 2. And 1 more to go. Just conceded 5 runs and dismissed 2 key batters. Prashant bowls the last ball of this over. This time invited full toss delivery. And that's been taken for granted by the batter. Plays it to perfection. Hits the boundary ropes. The banner board of VG in Paradise plots and villas. End of 6th at 47 for 7. This is what we've been speaking about. The bowling card that we're looking for. Only bowler completed the spell is Prashant. 2 for 9 for him. And still the equation is challenging for them. 58 runs needed in the last 4 overs for Basha Halwawala to win this game. All hopes on Syed Noor Mohammad. Another wonderful Yorker attempt. Rocky back onto the attack. In his first over, conceded 2 runs and dismissed 2 important wickets. Early purchases for the bowlers of Standard Chartered. They kept things under control. They didn't do anything out of the box because there's a good turn in the first total. So if you're placing something like 105 as a target, then you'll always have advantage of dismissing the opposition. So keeping that advantage, they didn't try anything out of the box, bowled the right areas, had the wicketkeeper behind the stumps in most places of the innings. Karthi did really well. So these factors were actually adding a lot more pressure for Basha Halwawala. They couldn't express themselves as of expected. Maybe if it is batting first, the challenges will be quite different for Basha Halwawala. They would have batted really well. Swings and misses out. No chance of that going for a single. You know, by looking at this is even a little bit of pressure for Syed too. He might be having the capacity of scoring runs on the board, but at the same time, if you're losing all your wickets, Azhar at the other end, all Syed could do is swinging his bat by watching the ball. You can't desperately connect the ball for sixers and boundaries. Little bit of enjoyment must be there with the process. This has been quite mathematical and materialistic approach from the batter. That's how it goes, right? The pressure that he's facing. He can't express himself as of what he does in the first innings or in a most enjoyable mode of cricket. Another close appeal from the wicketkeeper. Good work behind the stumps. As Karthi is much active right from the beginning of this innings. 49 for 7. 1 more to end this over. Another good controlled over from Rocky. Just 2 runs conceded. Will he end the spell with a wicket? Another close call. 2 runs coming off it. That's 49 for 7. Basha Halwawala. Not much impactful placement from the batter, which brings a dot ball. Williams continues to pull. A full toss delivery offered by the bowler. Got the connection to the perfection. A maximum after a very long time. That brings 50 in style for Basha Halwawala. Slight bit of pressure on the bowler. Straight away goes for a wide ball. Now the expectations are getting improved as Syed started bringing up the hopes of the side. 49 runs record of 16 to win this game. This is mathematically challenging possible. That's most important. Good comeback from the bowler after that maximum. Yorkers were the strengths of these bowlers. They've been taking this under control in most parts of the game. For instance, if you're bowling in the power play, Yorkers are being the prime weapon. If you're bowling in the death overs, Yorkers are being the prime weapon. Even in middle overs sometimes, because in 10 overs, you can't much structurize the patterns of a batting style, because in most parts of the game, the batter's intention will be to hit the sixer. They won't have this intention of rotating the strike throughout the 10th over. Maybe in the middle for the 5th over and 6th over, we can expect such a kind of intentions from few batters. But rest of the batters, this is quite interesting to watch out for. They'll swing the bat. So Yorkers are working really well for the fast bowlers, and the variation of length and line sometimes making the batter to expect for a Yorker delivery, and you can bowl a back of length that could challenge them. Just manipulating the mindset of the batter. Picks the gap this time and places the ball to the perfection. Couple of runs on the board here. Just taking back a look at this. No deep fielders at the boundary ropes, as the in-circle fielders tried their best to restrict the ball going from boundary. Pretty decent over, coming to an 8 overs 57 for 7. Now the equation gets the climax. We're having 48 runs more required from 12 balls to win this game. "24 runs of every single over required to win the game. 12 boundaries. 4 of every single ball required to win this game. I love this approach of Standard Chartered as the captain is arranging his players. Is it one thing to the players? The match is still not finished. So be conscious on what you're doing. Don't play reluctant cricket. That's the kind of efforts a skipper should have. A skipper must have. That's a great initiative. That's a great understanding of the game. Because cricket is a crazy game in terms of drama aspects. You never know what comes next. But being prepared for such things were impressive things to watch out for. Vignesh has been a phenomenal captain in terms of rotating the bowlers, in terms of placing the fielders. This cool approach of keeping things simple is working really well for Standard Chartered. And this understanding of the game, the match is not yet over. That's the exact statement he said to his bowler. Don't play relaxed cricket, as the match is not yet over. This mindset is something most of the successful persons in the game were carrying on. 48 more in 9 balls. Wonderful fielding, good crowd coverage, good understanding between these two fielders as they tried to converge together. Long off fielder went behind the long on fielder to act as a backup for him. Another one tried to go through the covers. Will be just a single, as Said Mahmood is trying all his best to make things happen, but things are going out of hands here for Basha Halwawala, as Standard Chartered almost ensured that they are winning this game. The mathematical possibilities were 100%, but yes, there are little space for this practical calculations. Fix the gap, good placement. No chance for the boundary. End of an over. That brings the end of 9th over, 58 for 7. As the captain is fighting as a lone warrior, Syed Noor Mohammad. Now the last over required 40 odd to win this game. Unless something miraculous happens, nobody could save this game for Basha Halwawala, as this is into the hands of Standard Chartered. They are into the driver's seat and the doors were closed. Pretty comfortable win for them to make sure that they are in the second position in the points table after RSD. Swing and a miss. Shiva the bowler starts off with the dot ball. Now the final proceedings, the formality crickets, are happening in the middle. Swings and no connection. Skipper looks a bit tired and worried. Of course, he did his best. scored 20 odd runs with the bat, but couldn't make much impact as they didn't got much support of the rest of the batters that had a long time in the aerial route but lands in a no man's land. Is continuing with what we're speaking about. You can't even blame the efforts of the batters, because with the way how the opener started, Karthi losing his wicket in the very first ball of the innings, and then Venkatesh tried his best in the power play, Lokesh tried his best, Jamal lost his wicket for 0, and finally now Syed Noor Ahmed is fighting hard. Any of these batters should have played a very long innings, especially the top order batters. Maybe Venkatesh, or even maybe with the way how someone like Lokesh have batted. Swings and misses out. 2 more to complete this innings as things were under completely controlled. 47 runs in 1 ball to win this game as Basha Halwawala losing their way in the middle. Not going for the single. Will be dot ball to end the innings. That's 58 for 7 after the end of 10th over, which ensures that Standard Chartered are winning this game by a difference of 46 runs. And Rocky, for his wonderful performance with the ball, picked up crucial wickets, and with the bat scored quick for 17 runs. Gets the man of the match award. That's a story from the match number 3 of this weekend, that Standard Chartered are beating up Basha Halwawala by a difference of 46 runs.